Pixar's Turning Red hit Disney Plus today. I watched it and I am excited to give you guys my thoughts on this movie. Before we get into it, I do want to say hit the subscribe button down below. It does my channel a lot of good. Also, comment. Have you seen this movie? Are you looking forward to this movie? And all your thoughts down below. Now, Pixar, by far and away, is the greatest movie studio in my opinion. They constantly put out some of the best movies of the year and of all time. Like, a lot of their movies are in my top, 20 of all time. Like, they make phenomenal movies. Is this going to continue that trend? Let's get into it. So, this wasn't my most anticipated Pixar movie of the year. That goes to Lightyear, but it was one I was definitely looking out for and interested in. And then the reviews came out. It had a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, that is really good for just any movie, but for a Pixar movie, it's kind of like average nowadays. Like, their older movies used to be like 98 and above, but this is still a really great score. A 95 is a great Rotten Tomatoes score, so I was really looking forward to that. Then a couple reviews came out negatively saying that this movie feels too niche. It doesn't feel like Pixar. It's very geared to a certain audience, but to me, that's the charm in this movie and why this movie, in my opinion, is one of Pixar's best. This isn't going to be everybody's favorite movie, but it's not my favorite movie of the year either. That's still The Batman, but it's still a phenomenal movie. You have to watch it. The trailers might not sell you on the movie. It didn't sell me really on the movie. You have to watch it. So anyway, this movie, Turning Red, it's about this girl named Mei Mei, as her mom calls her, and she, no spoilers by the way, and she is going in high school, but her family's got a curse. All the women turn into red pandas when they get excited. This was an interesting concept, kind of like the Hulk, but with animals. And it was cool to see that. It was really cool to see the transformations. They looked smooth. That was really fun to see. And they do play a lot with transforming from a red panda back to a human a lot, and that's a really fun part of this movie. The characters in this movie are really good. Not only do you have Mei Ling, the main character, who in my opinion is one of the best Pixar leading characters. She was a little annoying at the beginning. Her and her mother were both very annoying at the start, but as the movie goes on, you really care about them and what they want, in their stories and stuff like that. Her mom is played by Sandra Oh. Very, very good performance. Very fun character, but very meaningful character. The dad in here is also, he doesn't speak that much, but he has a big presence on the movie. Her relatives, her grandma and her aunts, very fun characters. Very interesting to see her family, kind of like Encanto, not all the way though. There's this character played by James Hong, who is one of the best voice actors in my opinion because he has such a distinct voice. He voiced Mr. Ping in the Kung Fu Panda movies. He's just a great voice actor, and to hear him in a Pixar movie was really fun. He was a good character as well. But other than Mei Ling, who's a great, phenomenal character, I think her friends' interactions with her work out a lot in this movie. That's a big part of why this movie works. It's a fun relationship, fun group of friends. There's also this bully. I'm not going to give too much away about him, but he also has a actually pretty major part in this. He looks a lot like Alberto from Luca, but that's cool. But this movie, now I want to talk about the animation. The animation in this movie is phenomenal. Pixar always nails it out of the park, but this is the most cartoony it's ever been. If you thought Luca was cartoony, Soul was very realistic. Like, almost everything except for the humans looked realistic. But Luca was very cartoonish. It looked like Studio Ghibli, Well, this looks a lot like anime and Studio Ghibli, and it's the most cartoonish. The movements of the characters, again, the transformation from the red panda to the human, it's all very fun to look at. And it's just, the animation is phenomenal as always with Pixar. Now the story is kind of simple, kind of not. It's Pixar, so of course the story is gonna be great, and it really like goes with the relationships and families. And I can't really relate to the main character and her struggles. I can't really relate to that. It was cool seeing how they went about it and how it works throughout the story. How the relationship between the mom and the daughter feels a lot like previous Pixar movies, but it feels a lot like Inside Out in that kind of way, but in other respects, it feels very distinct and like its own thing. Again, it's very unique for Pixar, and I absolutely loved it. The last couple Pixar movies have all been really good. Luca was great, in my opinion. Soul was phenomenal. Onward was good. But man, they are hitting it out of the park. I hope Lightyear's good. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but I'm excited for Lightyear. Turning Red was a phenomenal movie. I really love this movie. It's a great Pixar movie, but it's also a great movie in general. And it's the best animated movie by far of the year. And for me, it's one of the best just period movies of the year. And it's definitely in Pixar's top 10 for me. This movie was really great. I have to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Not everybody's going to agree with that score because, well, it's movies and movies are subjective. Guys, thank you so much for listening to my review. You can check out some more videos right now.